Hello, my name is Ari, and this is my piece, You Don't Know What Love Is. Lust plays dress up, and that's the love I know you've been used to. Lust tells lies to keep you, promising a feast, waiting with empty plates to feed you, waiting with broken cups to drain you, taking your wine and bread and leaving you with the crumbs, leaving you with the mess she made. Lust tells you she cares, and it's only conditionally. She tells you she's the one, knowing she'll never measure. So as a man, have you ever had love? She knows you're hungry and prepares a feast. She knows to pour into your cup, to pour into you. She shows up without having to tell you she's present. Lust is trying to take bread from you. Love is trying to make bread with you. We are not the same, and yet we are competing in the same lane because you've never experienced love. So as a man, have you taken the time to heal, to see the charade that lust plays because you've never experienced love? Have you taken the time to heal? Because love will be there through your healing, there every step of the way. Lust thrives on your instability, so healing is dangerous to her game because accountability has never been her friend. Love chooses you when it's hard to. Lust only chooses you when she's in need. But you've never experienced love, just lust's little game, so you don't know love's name. This is your last. They say time heals all wounds, but that wasn't what I used to heal yours. I meant, when I said I wanted to see you naked, I meant I wanted to see you authentically. I wanted to see your scars and be your first aid. See, in a way we were made for each other, our hearts intertwined spiritually, and ironically, you mirror me. Even in the messy reflection, you find beauty in my imperfections. So as time passes, I'm not sure if this will last, but I know I'm choosing to stay. So lay your baggage down, and I'll help you unpack. My cup runneth over, so we will never lack in love, trust, or respect. So take me to your classroom, guide me through the lessons so I can learn how to love you. Now, I hope I'm not being too hasty. This is my last piece, the long one. Take a moment and let's talk. Hear me out, love, baby, please just stop. Yes, I know I'm taking your time, and I'm asking you to rewind. So I'm not always on your mind, but I'm not trying to just understand you. I'm trying to reach out to you, and I feel silenced every single time. I asked if you were free yesterday, and you had no time for me, and then I saw you out with her, and I blacked out. It was honestly just a blur. You chose the wrong one this time. And I know you've been lying. I'm not angry or sad, and nor have I cried. I'm just trying, and I'm just tired of all your lies. How can you claim to love me and hurt me? How can you say I'm what you want and be confused? That type of indecision is painful. So if you love me, show me with your actions.
Hello, my name is Emirald, and today I will be gracing your ears with two pieces, the first of which titled And. Nobody knows about those nights. Nobody knows about the nights I spent crying in fetal position, coughing up snot, eyes swollen shut, ruminating. And nobody knows about the pain and burden I shoulder daily, woven into my being like an embroidered flower. Nobody knows how it feels to be born into a battleground. And nobody knows what it's like to watch someone that you care about lose themselves in the substances. Nobody knows how far I've come. No, you can't see my scars. And nobody knows what it's like to live and lose and rebuild yourself over and over again from not even an unsteady foundation of a home. more than twice now. Nobody knows the feeling of my mother's voice stabbing through my brain like rigid lightning strikes, sinister, feigning fondness. Words made up of pure intent sounding more and more malicious as they fall to my shoulders like 20-pound stones. And nobody knows I love her anyway. Nobody knows, but somehow it shows. It shows like a beautiful pink and yellow and orange sunset shining through thin white lace drapes. I am not what I've been through. It shows in the way that I treat people with kindness whilst feeling like a shadow in the crowd. It shows when I love hard, yet I never really got that from my parents. It shows when I am my authentic self, despite being judged endlessly for it. It shows like a crescent moon beaming down, providing light over resounding sounds, screams, sirens, flickering beams, and illegal exchanges? Odd, right, you see? Can you see my pain? Can you see my gains? Can you understand? Can you accept me for who I am? Can you love me unconditionally even when conversations are so hard it feels like you can't breathe? Nobody knows how I found it hard to love myself. And nobody knows I didn't know myself because I spent so long trying so hard to get people to love me for me. But everyone knows, somehow everyone knows. Somehow people know how to love me, how to love and understand me. The second of which, titled Celebration Funeral. I'll bury all of you that I own. A solo seed full of unexpressed sorrow, guilt, and anger festering inside a shell. Singular inside of a cardboard box that was a zip bag from the inside. You saw, but we could not see. So that when the sun shines and your seed begins to swell and swell, swollen into a bud, soft layers being sweated back into the earth. Sprouting, small interactions, momentary eye contact, minor avoidance and slight discomfort, roots reaching out. Your roots tracing unfamiliar, compact-filled roots to trust, slight blockages, minor heart chakra flickers from undeciphered feelings. You bloomed. Evolution looks so good on you, baby. To trust. Seed, roots, leaves, stems, budding, a promise but continuous journey. Fallen leaf, oh no, a lost leaf. Dying, unexpected, I buried you to see incoming beauty, not to see the ugly. Fallen leaves are hung to dry out so their beauty can be observed later. Like mistakes are held as reminders that you have grown. Patience and love, nourishment and concern, requirements from both parties of the growth cycle, the sun and the flower.
Hello, my name is Taahir Abdul-Basit, and I'll be performing 3 pieces, the first of which is called Ice. It's nothing like a show to remind me my pen is like a trigger. When you get hit, say your vest gotta be bigger. Everyone doing spoken word, I'm doing frozen word. Speaking on me will lessen your mortality. Temperature on stage is sub-zero, fatality. My words will leave you like the girl with white hair. You know, I let it go, take your nose off just like old loft, bury you deep in some snow. Your daddy left you, made your mom sign an NDA about you being his DNA. Ma caught the boys in blue and red like lions and falcons, the DNA. Where does I at looking for the bag man like the DEA, hiding in the sewer on a rainy day? My boy Georgie broke, but I always been smart pennywise, cause they be watching your pockets with plenty eyes. Girls talking and gossiping petty lies, buzzing through bull like a beehive. Looking for my queen bee in the club where the queen don't be. Look with something sweet, but when I drink, I don't use a chaser. So just cause she's sweet, she better not expect me to chase her. Thank you. All right, the second one is called Deep In. I'm too deep in. I'm stuck in the deep end, trying to keep my head above water with all your surface level questions. As you drown in your sorrows and depressions, I'm trying to keep myself afloat. In your ocean of confusion, am I swimming or drowning, I ask myself. If I'm swimming, I'm going at a constant pace trying to survive. If I'm drowning, I lost control waiting to be saved. One ultimately leads to the other. Only swimming because I don't want to drown, only drowning because I gave up on swimming. Want to make it back to surface level, but I'm too deep in. As my feelings start to deepen, I start to realize you're not who I can depend. I'm stuck in the deep end. If my feet touch the ground, my head is in the water. Though I can't breathe, I feel at peace. Though I'm submerged, I feel completely free. And once I reach the bottom, the pressure gets me. I push myself back to the top and take in the fresh air, questioning, do I belong down there? But I have no time for questions, because I'm too deep in. And my last poem is called Sirens and Different Hues. I'm not just black and proud. I'm black and happy, I'm black and sad, I'm black and mad, I'm black and love my dad. But why is that something a boy should wish he had? Why is my joy thought to bring violence? Whenever I heard sirens, mama told me stay silent. Don't talk to them boys in blue, cause my skin is a different hue, but no matter the different hues of blue they wear, they always look for violence that isn't there. I knew there was a reason I didn't care for Blue's Clues. Every time I turn my TV on, they put one of us on the news. Hatred's still the same, they just use handcuffs instead of a noose. And I'm just a boy. And like they kids, I want to play with toys, but my Nerf gun's seen as a threat. Sent the patrol out, black and armed is all they detect. See, me and the boys at a blue and red playground, then we heard them blue and red sounds and we all got down. But when them blue boys rolled up, it turned to a battleground. We outmanned and outarmed. We should have ran when we heard them blue and red alarms. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kismet, Delesline, and I have two lovely poems for you all today. The first one is called Another Transformation. I lost some of my inventory. I started thinking, how am I going to tell my story? Is it any important anymore? Does anyone care to listen? Every time I question myself, I'm reminded of why I'm here. I'm reminded of what I do, what I am, who I am. Why do I keep torturing myself with a reality that is not written to be mine? Why do I keep shortchanging myself when I deserve all the diamonds and gold scattered across our soon-to-be decrepit earth? Why do I wonder what everyone will think of me if I did this I never did before? I need to tap back in before it's too late, before the pain and suffering is too much to bear. Am I lessening and lessening in muscle arms? My health, my strength, and my confidence, all those things matter to me. I always felt like the melanated god I am with my infamous, powerful stride. I always walked with my full head on my shoulders. I walked with pride. Nothing could break my unscalable stride. My words were stronger, more intellectual, so much that I would be confused as to why you're upset with me for using so many big words. I used to be more sensual, softer when in my birth-given, most vulnerable, ardent, and fervent state. So sensuous I was to you, to any of you, to all of you. Some people would say I carry heavy and hold a spirit of libidinous, amatory intent. Also could say in the same breath that I don't care or pay attention. My love is full with intentions. My love is very precise. My love is divine in its prime. I am a creature, a being of love. How can we as humans act as if everything indeed not run off the most powerful drug in the world? Indeed, instead, you would rather believe it runs off the paper-made man things of this world. The exact thing that has us killing our kin and others alike. I want to write something new. I want to write something new. I'm so confused as to what I'll do. I'm not wired the same no more. Yes, not no more. I'm very scary in ways, unspeakable rage, but yet so tamed. I've been driven insane, then brought back sane again, then driven insane over and over and over again. I want to write something new. Bro, I just want to write something new. There's so much more I never knew. I just need to still see more, though. I need to. I want to. I'm very most interested to. I'm very fascinated to find out what's new. I want to move on to some new territory, start a new exciting story. I need excitement. Excite me. I want to write something new. I keep trying to change my view of you. My view of you is somewhat blue. I keep trying to find new and better ways to describe you. What can I do with you? I'm blue with you. Oh my Lord, I just want better for you. I promise you I do. Do you know it's true? I want to write something new. I'm tired of this. Lord, I'm really, really tired of this. I just want to play my instruments and make some cash, indulge in various activities to take away all my stress. Please, yes, please. No worries, just my daily routines. I want to write something new. Birds fly freely. Deer roam freely. Insects crawl freely. So why can't I? Traveling anywhere, anytime. Boy, I really must be scared to live a life of freedom and repertoire. Unless, of course, you choose. So, yeah, yes, I know that this won't go. I want to write something new.
So, my name is Aryonne Fears. I am currently an unenrolled sophomore at Clark Atlanta University.
My name is Emirald. I don't currently go to school, but I am really hoping to begin cosmetology school at the end of this year, if not the beginning of next year.
Hello, I am Kismet Delesline, and my classification, I'm not going to Clark right now, but I was a general music studies major in commercial comp.
My name is Taahir Abdul-Basit. I'm a junior theater performance major attending Morehouse College.
I've been writing poetry since I was about 7 years old, and what inspires most of my work would probably be whatever relationship I'm in at the time.
I have been writing poetry, honestly, since I was around 5 years old. My inspiration is definitely my family, things that I've been through, relationships, almost anything that you could think to possibly spark creativeness, that would be it.
I've been writing poetry since elementary school. Like, it's been a while. I don't know, just my emotions. Anytime I write, it's just purely off of what I'm feeling in that moment. And I'll just jot whatever is coming off my mind.
I've been writing poetry for around a year and a half, and what honestly inspires my work is the situations and scenarios I go through throughout life. But also, I like clever wordplay, so being able to put words together also inspires my work.
What's really inspired overall, like writing as a child, I don't know, like reading was always one of the biggest things for me. So I loved books, I loved literature, I loved Shakespeare, and I loved Maya Angelou. So I just kind of started writing after that.
I started writing poems because I was in 5th grade and I fell in love with this little white girl, and I wrote a poem for her because she was so cute.
Did she like it?
She loved it.
Oh, okay.
I'm a very emotional being. Very, very emotional. It can be upset, it can be sad, it can be about love. I know it definitely was an elementary school crush. Definitely was. Her name was Serena. Yeah, I remember.
What made me start writing poems was actually acting class I started taking at Spelman. And we had to write poems for an assignment and come back and perform the poems with a group of people.
My favorite part of spoken word would be, honestly, the flow. So my mom, she actually worked with Tupac when she was younger. So he really kind of like, a lot of the poetry that she had from him, that inspired a lot of kind of like the way that I saw spoken word, because it was storytelling. So it wasn't just poetry. It was like a story and understanding people.
My favorite part about spoken word would definitely be the fact that everyone can have their own themes and own sounds, and there's no like listing or categorizing spoken word. It's just spoken word and it's beautiful.
My favorite part about spoken word would have to be just the genuine and authenticity of it all. Everyone can just fully be beautiful and embody their beautifulness through their spoken word.
My favorite part about spoken word is honestly performing it. Like, I love being able to like say something and then like hear the audience go, or
Okay, I handle writer's block in 2 different ways. Either A, I will continue to write regardless of if it makes sense, or I will literally just not write for months at a time. I'm incredibly busy. I own my own business, so to be quite honest, I don't really have the chance to have writer's block because I also do songwriting. So I get paid, and I get paid to do that, so it's kind of like,
This is gonna sound really crazy, but I give myself permission to write something bad. I give myself permission to write something bad to get myself out of the rut that I'm having. It doesn't matter if it is like cohesive. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. As long as I finish something from start to finish, that always kickstarts my writer's block.
I don't.
You know?
I don't. I will not write for months and months until something pops up. Sometimes I do give myself room to just write whatever will be there, even if it doesn't make sense to me in the first place.
whenever I get writer's block, I stop writing. Like, I know I don't force myself to write, because I find when I force myself to write, I don't write something that's good or something that I personally like. So I wait until like a bar just pops up in my head, and then I write that bar down and then start writing after I write that bar.
So I know a poem is finished when I am able to present it and I've seen people cry. One of the biggest indicators has been like, do you experience the emotion of whatever it was that I was trying to bring out of you? Because I make a very emotional poetry.
What would I call a finished poem? I would definitely call a finished poem something that I feel like I can't milk any more milk out of it. Like something that is thoroughly written to my fullest extent.
A finished poem, it just has to sound good at the end. Like, if I feel like I'm finished with my thought, then that'll usually just be it. Like, it'll be like a bubble popping.
I know a poem is finished when I'm ready to perform it.